Yo, what's good, Yako? How you doing? It's finally the weekend. I've just been watching a Swedish One Piece player on YouTube. So when I read that, I read it in like a super thick, almost like the chef from Muppets level Swedish accent. Not that they speak like that, but I don't know why. That's just where my brain went. Oh, I never did get around to doing my iPad actually. I'll leave that here so I remember. Need to set up the Wi-Fi and whatnot. You got any plans for the weekend? Let me it's finally it's finally the weekend. The weekend. Yeah, I can hear the weekend. Definitely. I was gonna say it's but that's more like an Italian thing, isn't it? Like, it's finally the weekend. I'm just gonna slowly go down the list of all the Europeans that I'm gonna offend. Hopefully not. Oh, we've not got the main monitor tracking. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, never mind. Just took a minute. I feel like my camera's massive. Is it normally this big? I quite like the setup though. It's a bit dark, so where is it? Here. I've got two lampshades. I want this one on so it lights up all the backdrop. If I have it on, the light above my head is like way too much glare. So I'm getting some light bulbs where I can like individually control it. So I'm gonna have that all nicely lit up, but I need to figure it out a bit. What I do need to do is tweak the zoom a little bit, I think. But it's nice that I can actually just have a background now, and I don't have to have... Ooh, don't want to go too close. That's decent though. Do I need the low light? I don't know if I do need the low light compensation actually. So I can just bump this up. Because my lighting's pretty decent now. It's still dark, obviously, but if I turn... tilt it a bit. Yeah, I don't know, that's good. Hate the current timeline? Why? Okay, let's hop in. I do need to run some games because I've got a tournament at the weekend and I'm very ill prepared. Purple Kaido. I'm just gonna concede because, to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna see a purple Kaido at my event. I might see a Rayleigh. They chose to go second. All empty throne. Carlos isn't bad here, but I think the fact that I'm going first, I have to see a 1 cost. This is better. We've got a 1, 2, 3. We always... Actually, I think because this is guaranteed, I think I always just go for the draw first. So we're going to pitch... 1k. Well, fancy that. This is kind of tough. I think I can pass upon the first one because we're going to have a search. And we'll take the... Then again, when am I playing this? Turn 2 we play Charlos, turn 3 we play Saturn, turn 4 is probably this. So maybe it is just this, but we can grab this for the counter as well. Because we need to survive. We'll take the Walkyrie. If it's on 7, we can potentially just play both of these. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get that kind of vibe whenever I'm looking at art online. I have to like... I feel like my eye is pretty well trained at this point. But for how long, you know? How long am I going to be able to tell what is AI and what isn't? So we have left ourselves a bit open. But they can't do much on this first attack at least. Well, they can't attack, sorry, on the first turn. So they're just trying to get as many searches going through as possible. So, as I say, I think we're playing Charlos. Second event is good. We can maybe just cycle the Walkyrie. I think we start swing 5. Actually, do I want to starve? I think I might want to starve this matchup. I think I do. So we're gonna do this. Good God. Play Charlos. Pass? I think so. When they release a new... Yeah, if they're churning out, like, good music consistently, I'd be a bit suspect of that. Okay, so we are just going to burn the event here. The kind of... We don't want to burn through too many of them, but we can pump them back in, which is the nice thing. So we're going to start off with the Saturn search. I'm thinking of just taking the 1-cost spell here. The event is nice. If I pass on, then again, this is 3 2Ks and a 4K, right? If I pass this, I might not see it, but at the same time, I've only got 3 pieces. So I think I have to take the spell. Fucking red players, man, they're so impatient. So impatient. They chose to go first. Interesting. Our hand isn't terrible because we have the Charlia. We also have the Mars, which is huge. So we'll keep this. Okay, so drop the Charlia. One cost event is tempting. I think it is just this event. Yeah. I think it's this event, and then I think we are pitching the Nuzjuro, and then we'll save the Shalra in case we need a second search next turn, just because we haven't seen the Saturn yet. Okay, so this is to be expected, right? They go big. This is kind of why I wanted the spell, because they try to go... They don't really have a good play on this turn. So now we can counter out. My only hesitation... No, I think we do. I think we counter out. My hesitation was that we're not going to have enough cards for Mars when we're going to drop it, presuming they drop a 5 cost on 5. So, bit rough, can't lie. Shirahoshi here isn't terrible, because we can drop a 5 Elders, play the Shirahoshi, or we can Shalria Shirahoshi. That might be better. I think it's definitely Shalria. I think Shirahoshi might be better for the late game though. So we'll do this. If we take the spell, we're not going to have enough. Pitching double Shirahoshi is pretty bad as well. I think I need to drop the because we're already at 8. Yeah, I think I have to. Because I can play it here, but then I've got no safety net. No, I pitched the Elders. Ignore me. Because I'm going to see another one, let's face it. That's nice. Do this. We already know we're going to play Mars next turn. We'll take the 4K. And then I think we are just going to be playing the Charlos. Yeah. Excuse me. It's a good thing I actually didn't play Shirahoshi. I made this mistake last time. Okay, so they've done exactly what we were anticipating they would do. We do just block this. Draw, and now we play the Mars, KO. We can probably pitch the second Mars. Okay, we could swing. But whilst they've got Don attached and whilst they've got the Ezo, there's kind of no point. I could play Shirahoshi here. Use effect to get the Elder and the 4K back. They swing with the Ezo. We can block it, forcing the Ace to then swing here. Still protects our life. We get a card. Yeah, I'm not sure really how they would deal with that if we do this. In that case, I don't want to play Charlos. Let's Let's mill the shot loss. Okay, so we know what we're doing next turn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this now. Now we get the 10 Elder, get the 4K. I probably should have done that in the opposite order. Now this way we get to swing 6 as well. Actually, do I swing 6? If I swing 6, he gets to use Ezo. I guess he gets to use it either way, right? Yeah, we'll just do that. They took the life. Excuse me. Very interesting. Yeah, so we block this, and now he has to choose. At this point, Shirahoshi's already done its job. Mega value. And this is perfect as well. So now we can just keep using this. Need to hurry up and catch up to One Piece. Kinda. You kinda do. Turn's a bit awkward, but we start with the Saturn. Okay, so which elders are we missing? We've got Mars. Oh my god, we've only got 3. No, we've got 4. We need Walkyrie, who we're not seeing here. We have to take the 10. Either way. Yeah, we take 10 cost either way. Ordering is this. Now we can afford to swing quite big here, I think. I think I just swing huge with Emu. Oh my god, dude. Why are they so impatient? I get that I'm not the fastest player in the world, but fuck me. If you go to events, you have a timer for a reason, you know? You're not going to walk out of an event. Let me practice. But yeah, you probably should catch up to One Piece. But at the same time, it's not one of those that it's not one of those that... Oh my god, this music jumbles my brain. Lo-fi music just puts me to sleep. It's not a show that you want to rush. It's not a story that you want to rush. And I think something that will help a lot is that Oda's now taken a bit of a step back, right? It's not going to be a weekly update anymore. Are they going to like bi-weekly or something? So I threw a game earlier today against UP. I played it exceptionally well until the final turn where I miscalculated. I completely forgot Bagua existed, and then yeah. So we mulligan this. Yeah, we mulligan this. Eesh, this is arguably worse. In fact, I would say it's definitely worse. Get rid of Walkyrie. Pass. Oh my lord. Someone help me. So, at least I've got the events right, so I can survive. He's probably just going to go swing, like, 10 next turn. I want to keep the Mars. I think I can afford to get rid of one Shirahoshi. Actually, no. If he swings 10, I should have kept the Shirahoshi. Mistakes were made. It's fine. We're gonna swing 6. Okay, we got kind of lucky there. This is a really good turn for us. No, it's not. Next turn is going to be a really good turn for us. This turn, we can't do fuck all unless we find the tits. I think I can afford to get rid of... One never existed, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh my sweet lord. This might be the worst run-up in history. I could just swing huge here. I mean, realistically, what other choice do I have? Still in Little Garden. Are you reading it still, or...? Okay, so here we'll pitch the 4 and a Mars. Why didn't he swing the Bon Clay? I'm guessing he's trying to save it for when we eventually put down... What's their name? So I can't actually use Shirahoshi even though I want to. Oh, this is trouble. I think I've got to get rid of 10 cost, which is crazy. It's actually nuts. Oh, sweet. The game hates me. I'm convinced. Okay, so am I KOing Bon Clay here, or am I KOing Marco? I think it's just Bon... No, I think it's just Marco. Yeah, I think so. And then we'll pitch Shirahoshi, KO the Marco. Sure, you get the draw, but... Yeah, what's good, Vice? Welcome on in. I've taken a bit of a break from The Sims, so I don't think I've got my ranked stuff set up. Because I had to fix my PC and stuff, so this is just regular games for now. And thank you for the follow, appreciate it. You love this game? Me too. What deck do you play? So we've already seen 2 Shirahoshi. I'm not sure I can risk. I kind of need the resources. But we know bigger attacks are coming, so we'll KO. Yeah, we'll do that, and then ultimately it works out the same. The trigger is huge. Actually insane. We grab the Nuzjuro for sure. Okay, 1 cost spell immediately. See, the second Mars is good because we can KO, but we can't take it. We have to take the Valkyrie because we simply need to block her up a bit, and I don't have the resources. Because I can play Nuzjuro and Valkyrie this turn and still have a Don up. Yeah, so it has to be Walkiri. So we'll rest. Play the Nishijiro. We'll swing 5 here and we'll reduce Marco by 2. They let the Bon Clay go. That's good for us. So now I can swing here. But to be honest, I think I just need to play the Walkiri. And be okay with just sitting on 1 Don. I'd like to use leader ability, but I'm not sure I can afford to. Because like, what am I getting rid of? Another 10 cost? I don't think I can afford to get rid of the second. Yeah, I think I have to pass. Play everything, but you mostly enjoy anti-meta. I see, I see. Instant block. Need the resources. Oh, it's separate the Don? Like that? You just right click. Okay, so Nuzjuro is our most important piece, but at this stage of the game, we're fine letting it go. Our units are basically pseudo blockers. Oh my god, they've got a fucking bullet. Holy. Okay, I've heard that this is being run at the minute. Yeah, so you just right click on the Don that you want and then you can split them up. It really helps me for working out the end game math. So we've seen everything but Saturn. Correct? So we've got 1 chance here of getting Saturn. What do I want to give up? Is it the Nuzjuro or do we just double? I guess it has to be Nuzjuro because we can play this down. We don't see it. Is what it is. Keep rolling with it. Drop the blocker and then we're just going to be swinging pretty big here, I think. I guess we just go into the Nami just to remove bodies. Horus? I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome on in. Oh, you're a new player? Nice. How long have you been playing for? Oh shit. Yeah, I can appreciate the antimatter is more rewarding. I think I'm on... Sorry, one sec. We have to save the block for Bullet. And Sanji. So I think we're just dropping the 4K here, sadly. Burning... We've burned how many events now? 3? I think it's better that we just take... the Nami? Yeah. Well, can you imagine if all of our lives are Saturn? That'd suck. I mean, I can double block her out of this. Oh, sorry, we can counter out of this now. Sucks that we don't get the Saturn search, but life's more valuable. We'll get a draw off of Walkiri and then we'll get draw off turn, so we're guaranteed to be able to play 5 Elders next turn. Oh shit, okay. So we have to just take this one, right? Yeah, well, actually, does it matter? Yeah, it still matters. So we take the Sanji attack and then we block the bullet. They're going to feel really good about this game. And I don't want to, like, sound like a dick, but at the same time, we drew fuck all. We didn't see a search until, like, turn 3 or 4. Okay. So we need to remove bodies. We're going to be able to block 2. We've already seen... They've got no more Usohachi, which is nice, so we don't need to worry about the rest at next turn. I think we give 1 Don here just to swing into the Nami, burn a card from hand. Very good. Trash 1, draw 1. We swing another 6 because we're going to be getting cards back, so we're going to lose our buff. Very good. At this stage, yeah, we just get rid of the Shalaria. Sorry, I will read chat after this. It's just I'm conscious of my opponents leaving the match. At this point, I think... Oh, I can't even take my edge, can I? No. I need to take War Curie. Because I can get a second blocker up this turn. I think... This is correct. And then we can trash a card here. Just to remove a body, which I think I kind of have to do. I guess we just get rid of the Nami because we don't want to give them extra cards. And then if we want to play War Curie, which we do, we have to keep 1 Don up in case we pull a event. So we swing 7 into Marco and reduce. We'll probably save it. I'd burn every card in my hand here to save it if I needed to. Okay, very good. Then we'll deploy and we'll replace the Saturn. And we'll pass and we'll pray. Oh, red Shanks, okay. To be fair, I think 10-cost Shanks is one of the, like, most broken cards in the game. I think it's so insane. Purple, yellow, Rosinante. Is that the OP13? Wait, how did he just double rest? What happened? Is it the bullet? Rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. It is the bullet. Interesting. I knew it had the double attack. I didn't know it had the resting feature. Cool. I mean, the double attack is irrelevant now. So we just block. It's game anyway. Then you just whack everything on bullet. Yeah, that was some of the worst draws we've ever had. I'd like to go against them again if... No, of course they don't want a rematch. They take 1 win and run. Yeah, the bullet's an interesting tech choice. I think people are potentially running it as well because recent emu lists have removed... Well, the Western emu lists have removed the Stussy. Was planning to buy a real deck to play locals. Any recommendations? People are not gonna like me for saying this. But I genuinely think you should take Emu. I think it's easy to play, hard to master, and I think it's really cheap. If you don't go for the alt arts. Like, you can build the deck for like less, about £30 maybe. The most expensive card being the 5 Elder. If you're in the UK, card prices are a bit more expensive, but if you look on Card Market, for the rest of Europe, yeah, it's like dirt cheap. So I think we're going to benefit from the blockers here. I don't know when I'm going to be able to play Charlos though, because we've got a pretty good curve going on. So I think I'm just going to take the Challeria. I think. And then I think we're just playing to get the Jupiter. One cost spell is enticing, but I don't see when I'm going to play it, so I'd rather have the 2k. And then we trash the Challeria, then we use leader ability, trash one, draw one, and we pass. Yeah, it's cheap to build. Another one that's like fairly cheap. Who do I value in this? I think I value Mars over Saturn. Oh, sorry, over Nozduro. Because of the restand. A lot of Limbs cards have restand, so I think Mars is more valuable because I can pop the 5 costs. Yeah, because it's 5 cost or lower. Mars is goated in the matchup. But yeah, Zorro is also relatively cheap. I think it's just a lot of super rares. The most, then again, Perona's gone up in price, I think, right? Perona's kind of pricey now. But my partner plays Perona. Sorry, my partner plays we just have to give him the 2k here. My partner plays Zorro. It's quite straightforward of a deck. To be honest, it's not my flavor. I think, annoyingly, I play it to quite a high level. I think I just go for the second Saturn. Because we don't have all of our pieces yet. It's tempting to take the event. We've got 2 attacks coming down next turn, but next turn we're definitely playing Mars. Going in 7 down, we could play the Mars and the Saturn. We just have to kind of tank a turn, which I'm not sure we can do. I'm gonna go Never Existed. I think I might regret this choice though. 4 life leader. Do I want to starve? Do I want to starve? They're quite aggressive, so I think I do. I think I can just get away with starving. Thanks for the fit. No worries, dude. Take it easy. Take it easy. And thank you for stopping by. But yeah, for those of you who are new here, I started my first deck was Teach. I didn't realize until afterwards that Teach is not supposed to be a good starting deck. Interesting. But so I had a lot of losses early on, but it's made me kind of crave that like more difficult play style, like a lot of calculating turns instead of just my name's Zoro, I'm gonna slap 10 on leader and swing phase, you know. Ooh, he got nothing off the search. That's good for us. 6k swing. We don't... What's the most they can swing? If I take this, then they don't attach Dawn. Yeah, let's just take it. Because now if they swing 5, we can counter. And if they don't, we can use the event. Very good. Okay, so we've got 3 and 3. So we 3 for Mars. Pop one of these. I think we just use spell first. Do we just grab another 2k or is it another 1 cost? I think it's probably another 1 cost at this point. Here we can likely afford to just pitch a 5 Elders to KO. And then we've got 1 Dawn to swing into one of these. I'm not sure I want to use my Saturn to do that though. I guess I can. Let's start with this. We'll trash a 5 Elder, pop one of you, attach a Dawn swing. They let it go. Interesting. I am going to do this. Swing here as well. Thus. I've just seen the username. Sanji's cooking sucks. What's with the Sanji hate? I love Sanji. I love Sanji. He's the boy. What a respectful chap. Well, as long as you've not got green hair, he's pretty respectful. Okay, so Sanji's the only real concern currently. Newgate's just a body, but we're going to be on 8 Dawn. Quick event out of that one. I don't think the limb is drawn very well. I feel like I should have had a much harder time going into this matchup than I have, so I feel for them. So this turn, I think it's just a quick Nuzjuro swing, play a War Curie, and then we'll pitch a War Curie with leader ability, but I guess we'll do that first. For another event, very good. Drop the Nuzjuro. We just swing to 5. Give us a 1k, hopefully. Oh, they don't get the end of your turn effect. Interesting. Interesting. And we'll swing 5. Play the War Curie pass. Maybe I should have kept the Jupiter. Jupiter would have been really good for this following turn. So we're low in hand size, sure, but we've established board. Sadly though, wait, no, do we have all? Yeah, we've got all the pieces. We just need, oh no, we have all of them in trash already. Hate to say it, but I think it's game at this point. Like, I'm not too worried about the shanks. Excuse me. Not too worried about the shanks. draw. That's annoying. Maybe I should have just let it go and then just let them go face. I guess I would have kept 2 bodies on board. They've still got 1 extra swing. They don't get to do themselves, do they? So that this would, if I counter out of this, it would force them to swing with the new gate as well. I'm okay doing that. Because I can block this. Keep the Nizdra alive. Then we can reduce the Shanks to 8k this turn. Potentially remove it. Oh, is the Dofi going to restand too? Oh no, okay, so they restand too, that's fine. So I swing 5 here, reduce this. Trash leader. Domain expansion. Fischl area. Second 10 cost. Actually, it might be this order. And then we just KO the Dofi with the event. Because we care more about the 2k, right? To protect our Nizdra. So if we leave 1 Don up just on the Walkery block, we can swing pretty huge here. Into the Shanks. This is why I don't worry about Shanks. It's a bit different in Zoro, because Zoro they can have like the Koshiro and the the law, right? Have a bit more protection on board at this stage of the game. I do think they've seen a law though, or did they pitch it early? Yeah, they got rid of it. Oh, they're going for another one. Interesting. $10k you say? Give you a block. $10k you say? Give you another one. Okay, so we start 7, reduce leader. Cool. We'll swing. Do I just go for game here? I don't think I've got game. I'll swing 6 into life. I'll swing 7 into life. One done up is making me sus. I'm not falling for the bait. Okay, I actually did have it. One done up made me super suspicious though. But yeah, as I say, I don't think they drew particularly well in the early game. But GG nonetheless. I do think this Shanks is a really good character. I think it can be really strong, but you have to have like a crazy established board. And not only established board, but it has to be like protected when you drop this, right? Because if you don't win on the turn that you're playing this card, you've got a lot to answer for the following turn, especially if I manage to keep my Nuzjuro up and I'm reducing this by 4k. 12k is a lot less scary, you know? Like, it's different in Zorro because also this isn't played rested. So, right, we'll go for one more because I need to pee, but we can put a pin in that. Am I going first? I can't see. Yeah, they chose to go second. I am good. Even, is it greedy? This is greedy to keep. Yeah, we mulligan. This might be worse. I'm on the 3, we could play Never Existed. Swing 6, Never Existed. Sure. Yeah, I think we take the 1 and cost. Trash. Pass. To be honest, I don't really like I don't like seeing my events early against ace because you have to have enough counter. You ideally want at least 2 of these in hand when Roger hits the board. Okay, so he remembered to attach his Don. Shirahoshi would be pointless for us. Nozjuro is also kind of pointless for us. So we'll trash Nozjuro. Shallery we can work with. Grab the Saturn. Trash the Valkyrie. Yes. I never know whether I should swing them. They still have to trash a card, but then they're going to get something off of Ezo, and it's like, well, I guess in me doing this, if they pop Ezo now, when I play Shirahoshi, they can't swing with Ezo, you know? Like, they have to swing 6k. So I think this is okay in this instance. Cool, and I already used leader. Yes, I did. Pass. So they could swing 10 here. They're not, though, thankfully. They could still swing 9. 9 is probably the worst case scenario for us. If they swing 9, I think I just take. Yeah, we just take it. Okay, so we can start by using leader to trash the Shalrator. That's pretty huge. Saturn. It might be the spell, honestly, because we still need to see... Who are we missing? No, we have everyone, actually. We have everyone. Grabbing the second 10 cost isn't bad either. I think just maybe grabbing the second Saturn, though, is the move. Because we're going to be wanting to use Marcus next turn, assuming they play what I think they're going to play. I think this is fine. Then this way, we can play the no, we can't play the Shirahoshi because now Garp's on board. Fuck's sake. I think we just swing 6 again, honestly. They're discarding cards either way, right? Whether it's a card that they're going to be... Whether it's a brick or whether it's counter, either way they're getting it out of hand. I really should have peed before this game started. With how long I take to path out my turns, I think I definitely should have peed. Yeah, Yako, when are you playing? You're gonna play One Piece, right? Oh, they didn't leader ability. I guess they didn't need to. Cool, pass. We're good on resources. We've taken 1 life, but is what it is. Because now, yeah, now they have the choice. They can develop the board with a 5 cost, which they've chosen to do. I think alternatively what they could have done here is play Marco if they had it. But Yamato is probably the best case for us. Because now they swing 8, which we can counter out of very cleanly with 1 card. So our resources are still strong. And then we can rest for Marcus to pitch probably the 2k at this point to KO. Very nice. And at this stage, I think I can go 6-6, leave 2 on up. I'm just debating whether I want to... Yeah, because I have to use leader ability, so I may as well swing 6 with the boy. Though I don't think I'm going to play a second one of these, so maybe I just cycle the one in my hand, because then this... If I leave it up, they're going to swing into it, right? And if they don't, I get a free swing next turn. Like, I've got plenty of counter in hand. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Did he use leader ability there? Or did he just counter the 1k? We'll swing... In fact, no, we'll do this first. I am going to trash one here. And it's a good thing I did, because now we can use the spell. Getting to this stage of the game, we have all of them in trash. I think I just want to take the Never Existed. It's a shame that I'm not getting my edge, but... Is what it is. Haven't even beaten the Hades 2 story yet. Okay, so we got the leader ability there. 6 cards in hand. Yes. But it's fine, because if you start a card game, it only requires all of your time and energy and interest. And finances. So when you think about it, you don't really have to worry about Hades 2, because you're not going to have the time for it. So we can 10 and 2 out of this. I think I would rather block. No, let me think about this. If I 10 and 2... No, I block because I developed the board. Yes. No, I don't develop the board. Oh, mistakes were made. It's fine. Oh, this Garp is really getting on my nerves though. I kind of wish it wasn't here. So we could do this, and then we'd have 3 Don for stage, and then 2 for events. Or potentially for a Shirahoshi. We can't swing anyway, so we may as well just play this. Because we could draw a Jupiter, which we don't. That's fine. Because I could... Is dropping Mars just to kill Garp excessive? No, because I draw one and then I get to play Shirahoshi and get rid of a card. Yeah, I think this is good. The second 10 cost is arguably better. In fact, I'd go on record and say it is better. But I definitely want to make this play in particular. So we're going to do this. We'll trash the 2k to pop you. We're going to play you, activate you straight away. And then we need to... I've not seen a 10 cost yet. So we put one of those and the event back. And then force them to trash a card. Red rock. Okay. Do I trash? I think I do. I think I just trash first. Keep our hand size a bit bigger. Because there is a very real possibility that they just drop the Roger here. I'd like to think... Okay, 10 beard's fine. If they drop Roger here, I'd be kind of more worried. Because they could just swing, swing, swing. 2 swings here is less scary. Ah, I forgot about 9 Beard's effect to get rid of Shirahoshi. Completely forgot about that. So we block this one. And then he swings. We event. Yeah, going first is very different for this match. So I can get 2 10k swings, sorry, 2 6k swings here. I have to swing this before I use Elders, because we won't have enough. So we go 6 and 6. Surprised they're not taking, honestly. Yeah, I think they should have taken this one and then blocked the Nuzjuro. But what do I know? I don't play Ace. So Sharlos is goated. We're going to keep Sharlos. I think it's just the Shalry that we get rid of. Who are we missing? Mars. Grab the second 10 cost. We have to here. I actually think that order's fine. And then we cancel for this. I can swing big here and reduce to 10. Or I can swing straight into here and reduce. So what I have be 11 into 10. I can go 11 into 6. He does that and then he blocks. Why not? Just needs a 2k to get out of it, or he just takes the life. Drops a 2k. I'm surprised they counted out that much. I don't think I've ever seen an ace's hand size this small. Aces famously very big hands. You know what they say? Big hands. White beards. Speaking of the devil. Okay, so he's back up to 8k. This is where not having Stussy is a problem. But what are they doing here? They're going to swing into Nuzjuro, presumably. So this is what, a 10 and a 12 swing? Yeah, so the 12's an insta-block. Wait, I can't block? What am I missing? Oh, they were looking at something. Cool. Block. 10. I think now I need to block because when they drop Roger, I need the counter. So we can afford to just play block this here. And we could take one. I think that's fine. So, 4 elders. Needing to swing 8s is tricky though. Oh, the sim's lagging a bit. So if I want to go 8, 8, 8, then we got 3 Don for Nuzjuro potentially. They've not got that much Don. I'm not sure what events they have to have 1 Don up. I guess I could search, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. Let's just start with a nice little Nuzjuro to life. Reduce. Nine, okay. Okay, the fact that they've taken makes me think they have Roger. They'll easily be able to counter out of this. With leader ability, very good. And then I need to commit 2 if I want to get out of it. How many 4Ks have we used? There's only 1 in trash. Could have sworn I've used more than that. Okay, so high chance 1's in life or 1's at the top of our deck now. Oh, in fact, no, I think we might have cycled back around. So if I use event to search, we pull everything up. We've got a shit ton of counter. But I do want to swing with Nuzjuro. He'll get reduced to 8. 8, 9, 10. No, we need to leave just 1 Don up for Nuzjuro, so 2 Don active, or 2 Don remaining. Yeah, so we're not swinging with leader. Not yet, at least. There's a possibility that we will, but it's unlikely. So here we want to trash the spell, I think, because it's not counter, and I'm probably not going to use it. Who are we missing? Peter. Okay, so it's not 10 cost. Sorry, it's not the 4K. But we do get another 10 elder. Do they have any other? No, they don't. Cool. So now we just attach 1 swing, leave 2 up. I mean, I've got a lot of counter in hand, right? Oh, he just took it. Is he baiting me? 1, 2, 3. I'd have to take 4 attacks. I'd have to counter. I could take 3. I don't think I can do that if I get rid of the event. I think it's safer for me to just pass. Because Roger comes down. Yep. 10. So we definitely counter out of the ace. With a 2K. We counter the ace, right? Go down to 0, we win. GG. Okay, so last turn, I don't think I should have gone for it. I think they drew into the Uta, but they definitely had them having 2 Rogers was the brick, but yeah, the Otama, they would have won if I got greedy there. And we knew that we had enough counter to get out of the Roger play, so I think that was probably the best. Sometimes you do just get a bit bloodthirsty with this deck. I think the fact that you sit behind just a wall of dudes a lot of the game makes you kind of want to go for the win a bit more. At least it does for me, but you got to be a bit more cold and calculated with it. Cool. Right, I'm gonna pee because I am bursting at the seams. Let me switch this over here. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, drop a follow, all that good stuff. Be right back. Alrighty. Back once again with the Renegade Master. Or some other song. Where am I? Here I am. Very good. Oh. So, how we doing? Got any plans for the weekend? I've got my treasure cup this weekend. Store event. First one. I'm very excited. Okay. Let's queue up again. I kind of want to see the mirror. The mirror is the thing I need the most practice with. Oh, not Zorro. I think Mars is probably the worst one we can have. Then again, we need the counter, really. That's rough. That is a bad turn one. Why, what games have you been purchasing? I bought Space Marine 2. Me and a dear friend of mine are going to do a co-op campaign. Hopping on Monday. So my turn one's garbage. They've just had the best turn one you can get. And they won the dice roll. Like, come on, man. The game just hates me at this point. Take the spell. A second Mars could go quite hard here. But so good War Curie, because I'm gonna get the draws, and I guess it makes up for the lack of searches. Yeah, this burns into my resources too much. I know I don't typically want to swing. I'm gonna swing 6. My logic is, they've already drawn so many cards, they've probably seen the pieces they need, so I need to put the aggression on a little bit. Don't have Koshiro. Okay, this is good. Ideal, some would say. Morsels? Can't say I've heard of it. Have you played it yet, or is it, you're yet to give it a whirl? If we go Shalria, we can't really play it yet. If we go Spell, we can search for the pieces we need, and we're still plussing. So we take Spell. Yes, correct. We'll trash Saturn, get a second spell. Peak. Here. Can't take this, so it has to be the Saturn. And I know I don't have Dawn for Event. I could use this. I think I swing 5. They take. Now they can go mega aggressive this turn. But if I play this, I think they'd go wide. Like, they might just start attaching Dawn to their Peronas if I play this, because my event's not up. I think I bait it. If he just goes for like a 9k swing, that's less Dawn that he's using to develop the board. I think he probably just plays, what's his name? Law, right? Bounce the Perona, play like Kishigi or another Zoro. Oh, did he just misplay Mihawk? I think he did. Yep, we take the 8, that's fine. And then we'll discard for the 6. Get rid of the War Curie. Okay, so now they have, not to get things twisted, they have misplayed. The Mihawk was a huge fumble. they haven't developed Koshiro, so we can start to take the board back now. I'm not saying this to like throw shade at my opponent, it's just what's happened. So what we can do here is we can play the Mars. We'll discard a Nuzjuro, probably. KO. Yes. And then we can play the Saturn to build our hand back up, or we can play the Valkyrie. Valkyrie, we double block her. I think I like that better. But yeah, we've got one more turn. Yeah, we double block her this turn. Trust. And then next turn, we're going to double search. So we'll trash Mars here for leader ability as well. Very good. So we knew one of them was going to get rested, right? But now if he swings 8 here, we let it die. We don't care about our bodies at all. So now he swings life. We can't counter out of this, so we block. We get the draw into the 10 elders. Beautiful. He goes 5. I think we're getting rid of Shelrio. Actually, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got Peter in hand. Yeah, we get rid of Shelrio. Okay, now Koshiro is up. This is the problem card for us. But we've got double Saturn, baby. Double Saturn is a problem. Because now we can just grab a on cost. Let's do this. With Peter in hand as well, we can potentially do some shenanigans next turn. We definitely play the second one though. Get a second event. You'd love to see it. And we'll swing 5 into the Mihawk. I would counter if I was them. I would not have done that. Mistakes were made. I think we can get rid of this. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself. If they rest both my Don here, this could be really bad. But I think we're in a very prime position to win. We survived the early game. We drop 5 elders next turn, and we've already got them down to 3 life, right? Typically we're starving them. So we've done well to get to this position. But now can we stick the landing? So they're deciding to go wide. Wise. So I think we just give them the 2k here. We can give them another 2k, and then we counter out of 2 attacks. So realistically, we're only taking 1 life this turn. Beautiful. Surgical. And he plays another kosher. Okay, so I can see why they wanted to block last turn. I see the vision. So now we swing 5, we swing 5, we swing 6, I believe. We'll go 5 here first. Okay. So we need 4 for leader ability. I want this to go. I think if I'm a bit more aggressive, so if I attach 1 here, I swing 6, so they have to force 2 cards or block. Okay, it goes. And now... Six, 7. If I attach 3, I swing here. It's the same situation. Two cards or block. We get rid of the blocker. This is why that was important. Because now we pitch the 5 elders. Use 5 elder effect for Sharlos. Bring the boys. Get the search. Probably Nuzjuro at this point. I think it's Nuzjuro. There's an argument for Saturn, but... And then here, I guess it doesn't matter anyway, because here we're going to trash Nuzjuro to pop the Cavendish. And then I'm 7 into 5. 2 cards. I can guarantee the kill if I go for both. But then I kind of reveal my hand a bit. I don't think they can win off of that either way though. Did 4 and 2. No, they can't. They can't win off of it. So now we do this. It's mega aggressive. Yeah, we just went off of that. GG. I think we survived that really well. I think they were a bit flimsy with the Koshiro and they didn't have the foresight to consider Mars coming down. Honestly, these 2 cards are your most clutch cards, I think, against Emu. This, because if it's not rested, I can't deal with the board. This protects this from Mars, right? I really should have been recording this. I guess I'll just grab the stream VOD. But, yeah. Oh, shit. Did not mean to open my email. I'm glad that opened on the other screen and not this one. Okay. Let's go back. Let's actually actively try and find an emu. Because that's what I need the practice for. I don't want to say I'm confident into the other matchups, but I at least have like a good game plan, you know. Emu's the one that I just don't see a lot of mirror matches on the sim. If anyone in the chat is an emu player and wants to practice some mirror match, hit me up. Do I want to bother? Yeah, sure. They're going second, we have a turn 1. Yeah, we'll keep. As long as I see a Shalria, I think it's fine going first. Oh wait, no, they went first. Mistakes were made. I think it's fine either way. So I don't think Mars has as much value, right? Because of the cost increase. I'm trying to think. It's been so long since I played a Luffy. Because I've got the alt leader, it's one of my favorite cards, so I'd be quite interested in seeing what their list is. Let's just grab a Mars. And to be honest, I'll just trash the Mars as well. I don't think I'm going to need it. It's nice when you see, like, you can actually have conversations with players on the sim though, and people don't just immediately leave. I do think there's a lot of good, like, community aspects to One Piece. I don't want to say it's a cult, but I think it just brings a lot of like-minded people together. Oh shit. That's a bit awkward for me to get. I'm not gonna be BM'd by doing this, I don't think. I'm gonna ask them after the match to send it to me in the stream chat. Most subtle ways of advertising. Oh, sorry, I just hit the mic. Right. We need Valkyrie because we're playing it this turn. Peter's probably the card we want to get rid of, but we also got 2 events. Let's drop the Peter. Not the pizza, sorry. The Equilibrium. Oh wait, that's a good point. Yeah, but you could also just put twitch.tv and then thingy it. But you make a very good point, Yaku. You make a very good point. Okay, so the new Namis is just a searcher, right? A 2-cost searcher. The new Nami and Robin cards are so good in EBO3. The art for them is fantastic as well. I can't wait. Okay, so this is a pretty easy turn for us. We just swing the 5. Which they take. But yeah, I actually want to play Nami going into like the EBO3 format. I think it'll be really fun. Shicky Ricky, hello, welcome on in. Don't look at my hand. Thank you for the list. I'll have to check it out afterwards. Let me post it. Post it to Peppy for now, and then I can check it afterwards. Cool. But yeah, I've wanted to play this list for ages. This was the first alt art leader I ever pulled, was Luffy. Pulled Luffy, and then in a double pack, and then I think I got a booster box and I pulled the Shanks in that one. I also love the Beer Luffy artwork. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, do you know some people get like copies of cards and then they like cut them out, right? To make, we can pitch a Shirahoshi here. And they cut them out to make like a cool like diorama almost of a card. Of all the cards, I think I'd want to do that with this Luffy. I just love the artwork. This is peak Luffy right here. My favorite outfit when he's got like the cape. Like he looks the part of Pirate King, you know? Shadow boxers, that's what I was thinking of. Hentai homie? I read that briefly as hentai homie, which, hey, I ain't judging, you know, but hentai homie, oh, thank you for letting me know what it was. Appreciate it. Okay, so here, I think I need to go for the search. Yeah, we have to play the shallow area. We can KO the Robin, which is what I think I want to do. And then we're developing two blockers, well, a second blocker, I should say. Pelzer, hello, welcome on in. It is hentai homie, but Twitch, but Twitch is a bunch of cowards. I respect it. I think it's equilibrium at this point. Actually, if I'm playing the Balakudon up, yeah, I think it's equilibrium because we might get a chance to play Jupiter next turn. Do this, get the draw. Oh, okay, maybe it's not Mars. I still think it's Mars because we can pitch Jupiter and then we can play the Saturn next turn. Yeah, let's do that. There's too many bodies on board. So we'll do this, we'll do this. Pop. We'll swing 5. Low-key, swinging 5 is so underrated. Everyone tries to swing like, oh, you know, give me 2 cards from hand. I'm like, nah, man, just give me 1. Give me 1 card. Don't care what it is, just give me 1. Ooh, shit. Oh, I could have done this first. Yeah, I misplayed. Oh well, it's fine, we learn. I did this in, I was at locals yesterday and I was playing the mirror in the finals. I came second, the other Emu came first. Playing the mirror, and I played Shirahoshi the turn prior, kept it alive, but then I didn't use it before I attacked, so I got the attacks down, they counted out, so they were at 5 cards, and then, yeah, I missed my timing. Pelzer, hello, welcome on in. Could have KO'd the 6, oh, with the 6 cost event, I could have KO'd the Luffy. That is true. Yo, it was good, Peppy. Give you like 15, you hop on, but that is true. Wait, how much? Isn't it like 6 Don to do it though? So I would have had no Don left open for events. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I could have kept it for the following turn. Is it original cost though? Oh, it is original cost. That's good to know. So what we got? We got a 7k swing. Potentially more. I think I counter out of this one. Get the draw. Love to see it. Isn't Mars also original cost? KO Beer Luffy? It's 5 cost or less. But yeah, it is base cost. We got lucky with the draw here though. Is it worth doing this though? I may as well just tank the hit, no? No, because I can, yeah, I'll do this. Reason being, Oh, well, this is actually pretty handy. Give me one sec. So, I know it's this. It kind of has to be this. I just want to check I've got them all. I don't think I have. I've got 3. No, we're missing the Nuzjuro. We still have to take this, though. And then we position like so. Are you seriously training your grip strength just to open packs quicker? Yeah, dude. You gotta strip them, you know? Okay. Those are the correct order. Now, I do need to use leader ability. I think I just get rid of the Saturn. I think I'm just gonna do... I'm potentially just doing this to get rid of the Zorro. It's burning a lot of cards though, especially because I don't see what I need yet. I think I just swing here first. Considering we don't have events. Could go big. I don't think it's worth it though. I don't like this, but I think I do need to do it. Yeah. Yeah, my grip strength was just like crazy weak. It was like one of my... I've not been at the gym now in like 3 weeks, I think. Well, since we moved. So since just before Halloween. So I've not been to the gym, so I'm like itching to go. But at the same time, I just haven't. So I'm trying to do at least what I can to stay active at home. Though, I don't know how, but you see my arm, right? Tattoo? All looks normal. Boom. See this bruise? It is nasty. And I have no idea how I've got it. I just woke up with it. I don't recall hitting myself. I don't recall like banging on anything. No idea. Just big old bruise. So we need to top deck the Nuzjuro. But we're going to take a life here because we also just want to draw it. We don't, but that's fine. Oh, wait, I forget how this works. Return. He has to do it first, doesn't he? So yeah, when attacking, return 2 of your Dawn. So he's not done it, so it can't restand. In which case, I think I take this. Or do I just block? If I take, I've got a better chance of seeing the Nuzjuro. No, I'm just gonna block. I'm a coward. Let it be known. I'm no better than a Twitch employee. No, I absolutely should have just taken the life because I would have got... Oh, they had to go. Unfortunate. GG though, and thank you for the list. Yeah, I think the correct play was to take the life. And then we could have swung and drawn, and we would have drawn into the Nuzjuro anyway. So this turn, we would have pitched the Jupiter, get the Nuzjuro, play the Elder, pitch the Nuzjuro for Elder effect, swarm the board, swing here with Nuzjuro reduced by 2, Frankie blocks, And then we just attach like all of our Don and just swing into this guy. I think that was going to be the play. But yeah, GG either way. Love to see me some black purple Leaf here. But yeah, does anyone in the chat play Emu? If so, do you want a game? Because I'm trying to practice the mirror before my treasure cup this weekend. If not, no worries, because Peppy's hopping on in a little bit, and we'll grind some games out. Okay, let me check some bits. What is going on here? Don't tell me I've messed that up again. No, we're good. Cool. Let's hop in another one. But yeah, at this rate, my left arm's going to be twice the size of my right, or forearm at least. Mugiwara boy. Okay. Hand is pretty good. I think we can afford to keep. We can afford to get rid of an Elder early as well. Oh, but Shallory is goated. Okay, really good turn one. I guess we just take and then we pitch. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter really what we pitch, does it? Well, that was a turn one. Okay, got ourselves a game. Easiest 2K of my life. Okay, so they opted to ramp. I personally would have swung really big there if I didn't have any Dons standing, but okay, so we've already got a Mars. We're going to grab another Saturn. Position like so. 5 cards in hand. Trash one, draw one. Oof. I can swing 6 here. Burn a card. Probably take a life next turn. Or I can Shallory it again, and then I've got Shallory on board for next turn. I think that's probably the better move. So here we'll take the event. Wait, let me double check. Walker is going to trash anyway. So yeah, we take this, and now we've got all of the Elders, trash Marie-Joie, and we pass. Now we just got to survive till 10 dawn. Yeah. So we always want Mars in this matchup because they play the Nami, they play the Marco. It's very similar to how Ace plays essentially. Just arguably their late game board is a bit worse because they can flood easier with Sanji. They swing 7. We will take this one because we got a bit aggressive early game. But we rest, we Mars, we pitch a Nuzjuro to pop the Nami. trash a Shalaria to draw a card. They've got 6 cards. We haven't used any events yet. Debating whether I save it. I guess I could put back Jupiter. No, I can't put back any of the elders yet. What am I talking about? I guess I could put back Nuzjuro. Just because I want to get rid of a card with Shirahoshi. Because I think I can swing 6. Okay, that works. We'll just do that. If they would have taken a life there, I would have played the Shirahoshi, but I think leaving up extra Don feels weird in a lot of decks. It's just not like a natural feeling, but with Emu, you kind of have to get to grips with it. So here, again, I think I want to keep the Shirahoshi, so we'll use the event. They're running Promo Roger. Filth. They're not on 10 Don yet, though. So it doesn't actually apply, but good to know that we need to look out for that moving forward. So I think it's just a double whammy turn. Go for the search, play the Walkery. Yeah. We'll play the Saturn first, just in case we get anything better. 1 cost event is pretty clutch. I believe we already have all the elders, right? 1 Jupiter, Walkery, and then Nuzjuro in hand. So we do this, position like so. Leader ability for Saturn. 1 cost event is beautiful. Then we will do like so. They're probably gonna play Sanji or some shit next turn, right? They've got no way of getting rid of my blockers, so I don't think I need to leave the Don up. I think I can just go for a 6 swing at life. Keep their cards low. Because I don't think this list runs the Snake Man Luffy anymore. I don't know if they run the Water 7 Luffy. Yeah, they revealed the Sanji. So Sanji will be coming down this turn, going wide with the board, but only 2 attacks are coming through. And we're getting 10 elders next turn, so we don't really care that these guys are going, as long as we're staying healthy. You're here? Nice. So we can afford to use the Shirahoshi this turn because we have the event now. So we'll do that. And we'll block, get the draw. Oh, okay. Not what I was expecting, but good thing I played it the way I did. So we'll start with the 6k swing. So I can go 4. And then if we get like a Walkery or something, we can get that off of the elders. And then we're just gonna pitch. Or do I just pitch a card here? Yeah, I think I do. Feels bad pitching any of these cards though, because they're all pretty good. We'll see what we get off the search first, I guess, because I have to pitch for elders anyway. So we'll pitch the news draw. And search. We don't need the 10 Elder. Be nice to have. All in with horse on Luffy? Potentially, yeah. I believe it might be the move. Because it doesn't really matter which one we go into, right? They're both the same body. I do think I kind of want the War Curie, though. One cost event is goated, but War Curie guarantees me the draws. And I know that they're now running... what's his name? Yeah, we'll take this. We'll do this. Yeah, because they're now running Usohachi, aren't they? So now I'm 7. I'll reduce him to 8. Just leave 2 Don up, do you think? Because they're going to rest one of them. I'll leave 1 Don up for an event. No, I need 2. Actually, I do need 2. Oh, he takes. Nice. And then we do... Well, we have the option to trash one here. I don't think I need to do it, though. One more else you can 2-2k. I mean, what have we seen? Not a lot, to be honest. But I do think they're more reluctant to use their Usohachis now because they use it to rest the War Curie. So I have to be mindful of that in this matchup, right? So if he swings immediately, I automatically block with the War Curie because he can't rest this one. Because like if I block this one first, then he just Usohachis and then gets this for free. We 2k. To be honest, I probably should have just used event. Because otherwise this Don's just kind of wasted. And I would have had like extra swings. He missed? Oh shit, he missed on the Sanji. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. That's unlucky. GG regardless, but yeah, that's unlucky. You could have just played the Rush Luffy again. But because I had the block, I mean, yeah, I think I was in a really good spot. I do think I should have counted out of the Roger. Because they went 10 into Nusjura, right? If I never existed, losing my edge, then again it's 3 cards. It's 3 cards to get Shirahoshi and cycle a 10 drop. Maybe it's not worth it. What did he have below event? Another promo Roger. Promo Roger would have stalled the game. But the thing is, like, with Promo Roger and with... What's the other card? Promo Roger, Tax Beard, and 9 Beard, right? They all serve a different purpose, but... And don't get me wrong, they're all very strong cards, but you can just play around them. Like, if my board's already developed, they play Tax Beard, I'm just leaving my board as is, leaving up enough event Don for events, I'm attaching everything to lead, swinging straight alive. You know, if I've got a Nuzja on board, maybe I'll swing life, reduce a blocker, and then just attach everything and swing. 4 Shirahoshi, 1 Garp event. There's an argument for 2, but I like it at 1. Purely because you're going to hit 1 Shirahoshi. As long as you cycle it back with a 10 cost, like, you're fine. Like, I can't even think of the line that you'd have to hit in order to not be able to play it in that game. I imagine you'd be very, very unlucky. Either way, GG. Right, Peppy. You want to play some Emu Mirror? I need to practice. Bet. I'll set it up. I'll post code in chat. Fucking shit at it. That's why you gotta practice. I feel like I never see it on sim, so. Arguably, okay, so you know how we were just saying, I can't think of a scenario where you'd only get to play 1. It's probably this. Like, this is horrendous. Equally as bad, but let's see what we can do with this. Going first, I want to keep, so it's this. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be rough. Good luck anyway. They added 5 elders, pitched the 5 elders, pitched the stuff soon. Okay. I mean, you're playing it like well so far. Why is my sim so laggy? Hello? Stream's still good, right? It's not letting me block. Oh no, ignore me. I don't have block yet. Ignore me. Forgot about that. And this is why we practice. Conditional blocker. When you think about it, like, the fact that the sim is free and it's this good is insane. It's actually insane. So for those of you who are unaware of the Emu matchup, I'm in trouble. I think it's 100% this. Yeah, I think that's fine. Three trash is rough. Is it just this? No, I think it's this. This. Is that worth doing though? No, I don't think so. The chess match. Oh, I had chat muted. I don't know if you were typing, but I muted it. Okay, so hand size, we're getting obliterated. Head in life. Head in board currently, but they still have all their Don active. We could see a Nuzjuro this turn. We could see a Peter this turn, though I don't know if Peter's crazy good at the minute. Could also see, I think they got another Saturn earlier, right? Or was that me? Yeah, so we know he's got the Peter in hand. The thing I love about this deck is like each of the elders are so crucial versus different matchups. Saturn is always crucial, but only in the early portions of the game to find your pieces. Later in the game, less relevant. Valkyrie, useless against Zoro. I say that you can still like, you can play more aggressively with Valkyrie, I think, into Zoro. You don't have to worry about them tapping it because they're going to tap into it anyway. But if you just play it as a blocker, it's effectively dead. Sure, you get the draw off of it, but it's just a 1-for-1. It's basically a leader ability, but you have to pay Don for it. Like, Nuzjuro is just so good at taking down the bigger bodies, like the 10 Beards, the Green Shanks. Slowly chipping away at things, especially if you have one on board before you play the second one. But they don't play the same versus every deck. So like Jupiter, a lot of the time is just used for survival. versus a lot of decks, but in the mirror, it's more of an aggressive tool when you play it on curve. Okay, we've got a 7 swing. I maybe should have taken that. The Shirahoshi's interesting. So we start by going 5 into life. Okay, see the Mars. Now we swing 7. See one event. Probably see a second. And this is where I think, should I have instead gone for life there instead of going for board? But it's hard to say. Would have been better if we saw these Saturns a bit earlier. But we've both only played one, though they've seen 2, 3 Shalria, which is why they've got a bit of a hand advantage. And now the second Saturn. And they will be dropping their first 10 cost. Interesting again that you're using the Shirahoshi this early. You are missing cards though. We've not seen the War Crew from you or the Nuzjuro yet, though I imagine we're going to see a Nuzjuro with the 5 Don remaining. I think I take this one. Then we likely see a Nuzjuro swing into the Saturn, presumably, reducing to 3. That's the only thing I can think of, unless I guess you could play War Crew of your own if you have it, but yeah, so there we see the Nuzjuro reduced to 3. At this point, I am debating whether I keep it or not. I guess they had to think about that because I've got one event up, right? I can defend this. I think I should because they've got no Don remaining. Yeah, I thought they played that this turn. Oh, okay, yeah, I misplayed. For some reason I thought they played the other Saturn this turn. I wish there was a way to track that on Sim. Like, they're played like slightly grayed out when they have summoning sickness or something. That'd be nice. So we start with this. Yeah, I think we do. None of these are really what I want to see, but have that, but only for your board. Oh, Jesus. Return cards. Oh man, this is not what I wanted at all. I guess it's just this. I mean, I'm pretty sure this dies either way. Pretty confident. Interesting. There we go. So there'll only be 5s this turn, so I think I do need to put the pressure on a bit now. And then I think I will that's actually pretty handy. Fuck it, we ball, I guess. I think it's this, but I'm not 100%. Sorry, thinking. Pretty sure it's this. Yes, I think that's fine. No, it's not. Because now it's only 2 attacks. Presuming we know they have the 10 cost. Yeah, that's fine. I think we had to counter out the first one there just so they commit another attack into the Jupiter. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't fear this Shirahoshi. Like, I think it's... if you're not using it with... Wait, hang on, so now you... I don't want to say what I think you're going to do, because every time I've done it, I don't know if I'm influencing what you do. Every time I've said it, you've kind of done Unless I'm really good at predicting or I'm influencing, so I'm just gonna wait and see what you do. Okay, yeah. I think this might have been a misplay. I guess it works out the same either way. True, but you just, I think you play it differently. I think it's more optimal if you swing Nuzjuro into life, and then you -2 the Walkyrie, and then swing bleed into Walkyrie. I think, but I don't know. Okay. Very good. Dum 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 dum. And Walkyrie, presumably. I guess you could 1k again. Probably better to 1k actually, if you have it. But I'm not sure. This is the part that I struggle at. I think getting to like 10 Dawn, I think I can manage. And I think I understand both sides of the whether you go first or second. But I think when you get to 10 Dawn, this is the part that I struggle with. Cool. And then we drop. We trash. I think that's correct. And then is it just here? It gets blocked either way. But if you go like, yeah, I think it has to be here. Because if I go life, you take, and then there's 5 swings and then another 5 swings. Okay. Yeah, these are just trash at this stage of the game. The trash are all, well, I guess it's kind of the, no, it's not the reverse. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say. So I think, because then we can do this one. Yes, yeah, okay. Because then we bing and we boom. Yeah. I do think that's the better play. I think I'm just cooked. So I think I have to do this, in which case now we have to look through the trash. We've seen one. Sorry, what was that? 3? 3, 4, 5. 20 cards in deck. So now is it just 8, 8, 8. Because that'd be 7. Then you get one draw anyway. And all of them would have to go through. Yeah, there's no way. We have to do this. We see the 2, the 1. Okay, so that's, I think that's 9. See the block. And then we have to do this. Oh, no. Before I do that, I need to do this. Then we do this, and we get rid of you. Almost. Only choice. Pass on this one. So now I have to double into this, I think. If I go 1, you burn 1. If I go 7 to 5, you have to burn 2. So that's 3 cards as opposed to 2. Whereas that, you probably just let it go. Let me try this. I think this is a mistake. Oh no, I'm an idiot because you've got this still. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Saturn. It happened to me earlier in the day as well. I think it happened to me at locals. Because Valkyrie is like the main contender, right? Do I block first? I think I do. Oh, cheeky. That's fine. I couldn't play it anyway. That means you wasted a Dawn, so you might not have lethal. I'm just gonna pretend like I was planning for that, you know? Okay. So he's going to be searching for a Nuzjuro. Yeah, it's tricky. It feels maybe if we play another one after this, mute the stream. I'm trying to think out loud, but I'm also conscious that we're both talking about it. Okay, so I think this is good for us. I think, dare I say, I might have clutched it. Ah, Charlos changes things. Charlos does change things. Let me quickly check trash. No, you've got all your fucking events because you've not played any. Okay, so now it's a case of... No, wait, is it 9s? No, we start 5. I think. Okay, that makes me feel better. So it's 9s from here on out. I think. Sure, reduce mystery. Two cards in life though, so I can still fuck this up. To be honest, I think I already have. Yeah, I think I have. I gotta play quick now as well. I hate that it puts my Don back after something passes. Yeah, oh yeah, you're totally right. It's because of the clock. I'm getting too caught up on the clock now. So we're like 9 seconds. Yeah, GG. What was the last card? 10 Elders. Fuck. Yeah, if I didn't swing... If I just swung 7... And then I went... If I went 7... No, sorry. If I started 5... Actually, no, I think the 5 was better as well. So if I went 7 from leader, perhaps... Well, I would have gone 7 from Saturn first, trash Saturn. And 2 Nuzjuro. 2 Jupiter. No, it would have had to have been 5, 7, 7, 9, 9. I think. I almost lost there. Playing Shirahoshi. Should have taken a look at top deck with Emu first. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about using using Shirahoshi as much as you did as well. I think if you're not getting me to trash a card as well, I don't know how much value that has. But let's go again. Did I go first? I think I did. Okay, mute for this one, Peppy. Mute the stream, please. Just so I'm not worried about comms and shit. Cheers, good luck. Okay, one more look at this. Jesus, my hands are just terrible though. What are my opening hands? To be honest, like, my opening hand was dog shit last game as well, and I think I did well to almost win. It's just, again, I fucked up. But so did the... It's just the inexperience of it all. Okay, so going first, I think events are actually fine. But again, this is only good if I don't see a card I need. Probably better to just trash the Nuzuru earlier. No, we'll trash this again. I can play the Shirahoshi, but it's fucking useless. To be honest, I've got nothing else to do. Do I just play it? And then if they build their hand, it's just sat on board. No. No, I need the counter. I need the counter. Okay, so they see Charlos. Oh, milling the 10 elders though, that's rough. That actually happened to me in locals yesterday. My opponent laughed at me and I deserved it. It was painful. Okay, we can play the Valkyrie. We don't need double Nozjuro. So we'll cycle one here. That's fine. We swing 5. See if they event. Oh, they give us the 1k, okay. So we can still play Valkyrie, but I need to remember he's not a blocker. He's literally just a body at the minute. Did I leader ability? Yes, I did. Okay, so we go 5. I take the first. Because I need the resources, and thank God we did. Holy shit. Okay, so they got 1 elder. So we can account for 2. Trash a 2k. Play Shalaria, trash an event. 2 Valkyrie and trash. Is that another event? Interesting that they left Shalaria on the board. Okay, so it's 3-1. We need to mill, so we need to play this first. We take the Shalaria for sure. I think we just play her, to be honest. We'll do this first. Oh, the second Saturn is juicy, but so is the Jupiter. I think it's the Saturn. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 7 in trash. Now we trash the 2k. Should have gone 5 at life. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Should have done that earlier. As you know, I guess I needed to wait to be safe, but And then we'll trash Shalria, get the draw, go for Saturn, pull. Yes. It's just Nuzure, right? And again, we're going to 7 Dawn. We do 1, 2. Alternatively, we can do 1, 2. 1 Dawn up. Additional search. Could be good, but this is counter. Yeah, we take the counter. That's probably fine. Do I care about the swing into life? I think I wait. Because he probably takes now, but then he retaliates. Let's... if I go... if we draw Jupiter next turn, it'd be better to have them on board. Plus, I guess we want to block life. Yeah. We'll, actually, no, what am I talking about? Fuck this. We're putting the gas on. They say first needs to be the aggressor. So I think they just take, probably. Because they're drowning in resources. Sorry, they're starved of resources. But now it puts them in a position where do they attack the Valkyrie? Ultimately, it serves the same purpose of me using it to block. That's why I'm less afraid of swinging it. But if I can protect it, I will. And just like that, there are 7 cards from 4. Emu be crazy. Okay, go life. I'll give you a 1k. So we got 1 more attack incoming. If they decide to go life here, they could go big at life, they could go 7, but I don't think that is the move. Probably going to see like a Sharlos. And again, we've already seen 1, haven't we? Yeah, we've seen 1. Chance of them having the second's pretty low. They just passed. Interesting. Very interesting. 12 cards. We have 10. Shit ton of cards in hand. Let's start with this and we'll trash event. Not what we want to see, really. But what we can do is this. Turn a Nuzure and an event. Trash 1. Ah, that's Stussy. Okay. Probably afford to do 1 more. Then the pseudo blockers again. So if we go 1, they got 2 done up. We can go screw it. It's a bit risky, to be honest. But we ball. Oh. Yeah, forcing the dupes is interesting. It makes me think they've got another one in hand. So we'll start with a 5. They get the trigger. Jammy bastards. So we could do this, this. So I think it's just 5. Is it another 5? I guess it is. Maybe it should be a 6. I think we play this first and then we'll decide. This makes the board quite scary next turn if I keep it. We're going into 7 Dawn, so yeah, we'll take this. I think that's probably good. So I'm not going to swing here. We can just leave the Dawn. Yeah. Because now I think I can account for 3 of their swings. Because they've got so many cards in hand, they're going to be mindful of the Shirahoshi. And we stayed at the 7 as well, which is important. We didn't want to go below 7. So I'm counting on them killing all 3 of these. Building our trash back up to 10, which then puts Nuzjuro back online for the following turn. As well as Peter. Because we can drop Peter. In which case, if we do want to drop Peter, I should probably 1k this so we commit a second swing to it. Right. No. Actually, maybe. Because I can protect with this too. So got 1 turn there. Nuzjuro is crazy important for this matchup, but I think I do want to save it. Because every attack that I defend here, he knows that I've got the Peter in hand. He's going to commit resources to killing this. That's good. Now we resolve a never existed. And then we survive this one. And we only lose 1 unit. They can't play anything else. And now we can drop a Peter of our own. First... This is an interesting turn. I think I need to do this first. But then I go up to 8. Oh, yeah, this turn's tricky. This turn is tricky. So if I go up to 8, I can't use this. But if I go for life... Wait, hang on a sec. One... I've only seen one. I could just develop this. Like, play this. Swing, swing. Develop. Then what do you do? Yeah. I'm gonna try it. It might backfire. If it does, so be it. So we have one of each. No, we still need a walkthrough anyway. I probably should have checked that beforehand. Then we'll put back a Nostro as well. This is where Shirahoshi gets the value. Because now they've really got to think. Okay, so that's 2 10 costs in trash. So I think I want to start by swinging 5. Burn another card from hand. Also, this walker is just sat on board. Absolute unit. I think this might be my... Oh, they took it! Okay. Things could go very south for me here. I need to be careful not to go above 6, but I also need to be careful to not go below 7. Oh, dude, I love this. I love the mirror match. It's so fun. Okay, we're risking it. Trash 1, draw 1. Is it just the Saturn? So we can protect life? No, we have to trash the Saturn because we're looking for another piece. Yeah. And it also kind of forces him, if he wants to kill a body, it's got to be a Shirahoshi and a Walkery. And I kind of want to keep a Walkery in hand in case this move fails. But this also builds our trash back up, so now we only need 1, which we can achieve with leader ability. But they're not going to have, unless they do a bunch of like search shenanigans, they're not going to have 6 cards in hand. They'll have 5 cards if they play Elder. They trashed to draw Throne, so now if they play Elder, they have to trash another one. So that, sorry, they'll go down to 4 cards in hand. So Shirahoshi loses a bit of the value. But I think they've done a good job at keeping us afloat. Yeah, Shirahoshi's fucking... it's one of my favorite characters as well. I love Shirahoshi. One of the but you can't guess why. But for reals, there's a new Megalo card. I think it's EBO 3 or 4. And sure, it's with the scene where Shirahoshi's like in Megalo's mouth and Luffy's sat on Megalo's head. And it's one of my chase cards. I need that in my collection. Such a good card. Apparently it's pretty broken as well. I think it's like a really good 2K. Can I afford to take this if they drop Stussy? I think it's fine because I just do this and I need to draw into the other one anyway. Which I still am not seeing. Wait, I'm an idiot. I should have just counted that one. I guess this works out the same. But yeah, I should have just counted the first and taken the second. Mistakes were made. I'm basically one card down, but... Oh, they didn't have all of them. Then I need him. Okay, 5 cards in hand. So we start with the... I think I go 5 at live, 12. And they can counter out. Actually, I think I start here. The reason I start here, because they can easy counter out, but I can trash one, draw one. Okay, I didn't get it. But yeah, there was a chance that I get Nuzjuro there, and I maybe go for a bit more of an aggressive play. I think it's this one. Yeah. I think it's just Jupiter, honestly. And then it's this, I want to say. Cancel this one. And then we swing 7, reducing. And now we can do some crazy stuff here. To be honest, I forgot I had this much Dawn available to me. I can just park another. Which I think I do. I think I replace the Saturn. Let me pass. The reason I think I have to park the 10 cost is because if they Stussy, they only get 3 swings. Yeah, he's the least important. 7K. I think I just want to take. Let me counter this one. Yeah, so we see another 10 drop. And now we go for game. I think I just take the life and I go for game. Because I don't want to lose any cards. Yeah. Cool. So I think I go... eight at life. Burn 2 cards. 8 at life. Reduce... Sure. Go 8 at life. Go 8 at life. We go 8 at life. We take, we use leader ability to remove. And then we attach. Hold on. Swing for 18. Let's go. Let's go. The next card was Stussy as well. Rage bait right there. This is genuinely though. I don't think we need Stussy. I really don't. Because when I parked the first Elder, I took a risk, right? Because you trashed one. But because it's not searchable, most people are trashing the first one anyway because it's a risk to park the Elder. So if you see one in trash, the chances of you having the second one are pretty low. So you take the risk. If they have it, yeah, you might ruin your tempo, but as long as you've got a second Elder in hand, I think it's worth the risk. You don't need it until you need it, exactly. Like if you draw it early, it's just pretty bad. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy I won that. That was really tough. GG's though, well played. My opening hand was terrible, but I managed to claw it back. My friend who won the Treasure Cup yesterday, he was telling me he won the 2 ace matchups because of her. She was the clutch. Maybe. I genuinely can't think though of a situation where she would win me a game. Like I've been watching like a lot of emu content videos, and people seem to say that yes, she pops a card, but also you have to have bodies on board to pop. So when you're going into your 9 or 10 don turn and you want to drop the Stussy, if you want to stay up in hand size as well, you need 2 bodies on board. So that's pretty hard to do with Emu, considering you're dropping a body. If you're playing your Searcher, you're getting rid of it the turn you play it, you know? So I don't I can't see personally how you build a board against something like Ace. Like you've got to already be winning the match. Unfortunately, it wasn't on stream with the Ace matchup. But I think we're favored into Ace if we go second. If they go second, it's tough. But if they play a Beard on 8, I think Stussy's only good if we go first, because they play Iron Whitebeard, get a big body. We play Stussy on 9 and kill it. But the turn, you got to think about the turn before that as well, because on 7 Dawn, we're probably playing on Mars to kill a 5 cost. Right? So we're going to have Mars on board. So then Mars is going to be our target to kill if we want to play Stussy on 9. Because we're not going to have anything else on board before that. One Ace got all his life early, but he didn't find a Roger. He built his board again on 1. Got all his life early. Ace will for sure try and take your first life. Turn 1 they'll play Ezo. Turn 2, if they're going first, they'll just attach everything, swing 9. Because you have to give them 2 cards. Right? Event plus counter. In which case you just take. Because you want in the early resources anyway. If they go second though, turn 1 they can't do anything. Turn 2 they're probably playing a Marco unless they swing 10. I don't want to say I've got the Ace matchup figured out, but I feel comfortable in the Ace matchup. I think it feels a bit more linear. Roger, if they have Shanks, you're in trouble. Like I could see needing to run a Stussy more so for Shanks than for anything else. I just hope I don't see any blue-purple. I feel a bit more comfortable into it after today. But I don't know how I deal with this fucking Douglas bullet bullshit that everyone's running. Like, I need Stussy to deal with that. To be honest, like, Charlos hasn't been doing wonders for me. But it is 1k counter. Like, it sounds silly, but just removing a 1k counter can really make you suffer against the mirror. Because if you draw Stussy instead of the 1k, it's rough. I've not been using this as much. Mainly because I value Shirahoshi too highly. Like, the only time I'm using this is if I'm like milling my Shirahoshis. That's it. If I just have it, like, I really use it. Sometimes I'll just trash it because I don't want to leave the Don up. It is only a one-off, but what I'm saying is, if like the list is so tight, you have to cut something if you want to put Stussy in, right? You're not cutting Shirahoshi to 3 because it's MVP into blue purple. Luffy. It's MVP into Ace. It's MVP into... It can be MVP into Roger, to be honest, because if they don't tend to have like smaller bodies on board, or if they do, it's like it's like a Shanks, right? The baby Shanks. So when you get your first 10 elders down, typically you don't have a Mars target, but in Roger you do, because you can just pop the Shanks and then your Shirahoshi's free to play before you swing with like Nuzura or something. That's why you play the 2-cost blocker, yeah. I mean, this card's goated. This is good into Ace as well, because you get to later stages of the game. I mean, early game it's fine, because you can just block, like, if you play this on, you know, if you don't see your searches and stuff and you get this, you drop this turn 1, you build your trash, and then when Ace goes for the, like, 9k or 10k swing, which is what they typically do, you've got that early blocker, right? Or it forces them to develop a Marco instead. A Marco or a Yamato. But yeah, the tricky thing with Shirahoshi is you can't use it with Ace early because of Izo. So you have to kind of wait until the opportune time. And then when you play it later in the game, they can just kill it with Ninebeard. So you only typically, you only get like a 1-hit use out of it. They can just bounce it off. What? Charlos? With what? The, what's his name? This guy? Thing is though, it's like, do they have the answer for it? Yes, they can bounce it, but that's 4 Don to bounce a 2-cost blocker. And most aces aren't going to want to spend 4 Don when they've got 10 Don active, because they want to play their big bodies. I'm going to send me the ace list. Alright, cool. I am going to end stream here anyway. I think I've yapped enough today. Huh. Has the stream been choppy? I've just gone on Twitch and it said my it's unstable. And I don't know if they're talking about my mentality, like my mental state, or gross. Wow, the category is just kind of dead, huh? Oh, there's a treasure cup being streamed. I wonder if the one I'm going to is going to be streamed. If it is, I'll have to let you know. I'm looking at your ace list. I like the one copy of the Yamato. I don't know if it's I mean, you can only search it through GOP, so as a one-of it feels a bit awkward. Rad beam at 1 feels weird as well. To be honest, rad beam at 1's really bad. Because not only... like, if you've got something at 2, you can search it, right? Like Roger at 2, you only need to see 1. You can search it with GOP. Rad beam at 1, you're never seeing that. Like, yeah, you might draw into it, sure, but... I don't like that as a one-of. You can maybe see it as like a 2-of. But I think the ratios are a bit odd here. I also... one card I think should be a one-of is Taxbeard. Because I think if you run like 3 Blockbeard, 1 Taxbeard, I think that covers Emu as well. No, Taxbeard is good. There are ways around it, but it buys you a turn versus Emu. Also for a more flooded board like Lim. Because Lim is popping up here and there. And there's just like silly decks in the meta at the minute as well. Like people are kind of rebelling against OP13, so they're taking like Bello Betty, Marco, Red Zorro, you know, like Animal Package, flood the board, bang bang bang. Taxbeard is 10 Don, so you don't get Don on leader. That's why you play Iron Whitebeard. So it's 8 Don, and then you've got 2 Don remaining. Even better, you can play 1 Don, or well, you can attach 1 Don, then you've got 1 Don for this random Rad Beam. Or you could use, you know, say if you've got, it is 10 Don, you've got your, you can play your GOP, search into the beard, play the thing. That event, you want to play Blockbeard? Your first one you do. First event, you 100% play Blockbeard. Second event, I think, is 9-beard. Because if Emu starts to build and they go wide, they're going to go life. So if your leader's 8k or 10k base, right, you take that life to go 10k, they can't push through that. But they also can't deal with the Blockbeard. So they're going to get like one big swing. Emu, you want to starve? I genuinely don't think you can starve Emu. I think it's kind of impossible. I like the other list better that you sent. With the 3/9 cost 2 Rad Beam. I would maybe cut an Uta though. for something else. Everyone hyped Uta and like all the starter decks sold out. Emu wants to starve Ace? No, I don't think so. So playing Emu playing against Ace is very similar to how Blackbeard used to play against Ace. You want to swing sixes whenever and wherever you can whilst maintaining board pressure. The thing with Ace, it's similar to playing against UP as well. You swing six because if they're going to counter, it's going to be a 2k, right? Yeah, they can drop one, but most of their 1k counters, like they're kind of crucial. In the late game, less so, but in the early game, like if you swing six and they've got a bunch of 2ks in hand, and then they've got maybe like one copy of Yamato. If they've not hit their 5-don turn yet, then they're going to get rid of a 2k instead of a Yamato. So by chipping at them 666 constantly, they get rid of either a brick or they get rid of a 2k. So when it comes to the late game, when you're calculating for lethal, they've typically only got they've got less 2ks in hand. But you swing board. Well, ideally, if you play on curve, you don't need to. Like if you go second, they don't develop board. But they do, they just don't do it as effectively. So they play Yamato or Marco on 5. You play Mars on 6, KO. And if you've already swung at that point, you've gotten rid of their EZO as well. So then going into your 7 or 8 on turn, if you're playing if you're playing even Don, so you're 8 Don, you have the option to go like War Curie. Well, you can play two 4-drops and hold an event. If you're playing odd Don, so 7, you have to go Mars on that turn for the KO, and then on 9 Don, that's when you deal with that's why you try and go like a bit wider with your board, or I guess in some cases you go Stussy, but I don't really like the Stussy because there's just no way to find it. If there's a way, if we get some like cracked searcher, because like a lot of decks now are doing like Garp, for instance, can search anything, right? There's going to be a new Nami event in EBO 3 where you, I think it's if your leader is Nami, you can search any card between the costs of 2 and 8. So you can't search 9, 10s or 1s, but you can search anything in between that, and it's insane. Don't forget you will always play 5, 6 cards in hand. Makes leader event more broken. True. Because it'd be a 1 cost. It'd have to be a 1 cost search, wouldn't it? I want an emu card that's like makes cards, like an event that makes cards become unrestable. So do you know, I think it'd be thematic. Anyone who's not up to date with like Egghead Island and has not seen Emu in action, this is your spoiler warning. Please vacate. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you've had your warning. So, thematically, Emu can embody characters, right? So I think it'd be cool if there would be an Emu card that it was almost like they possessed their characters. So you play an event, and because I just think it'd be cool if it was an event that allowed, oh sorry, prevented characters from being rested that turn. 1 cost event. Because all of this, like all of these bullshit cards like Douglas Bullet, fucking dead man's game, right? If you've got cards that are like forward on to rest multiple cards, let me have one card that I can select 2 targets to not be rested. Even one card to not be rested. Let me target my Walkyrie, cannot be rested this turn, and then I get my block and my draw. Six Elders, 1 game? That's a long ass game. Anyway, yeah, I've waffled on for too long. I'm gonna head off. Thank you for the games though. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys stopping by. As always. And yeah, well, good luck tomorrow. No, it's Sunday. Events on Sunday, so I'm out tomorrow morning, but I'll be back in the evening. Oh, yeah, I'll be back in the evening, so we can run some more games then if you're down. I'll shoot you a message either way. And yeah, I think I'm going to tweak the list beforehand, but yeah, take it easy. Peace.